In the current financial landscape in the United States, everyday Americans are facing a mix of opportunities and challenges when it comes to personal money management, and recent government policy changes are reshaping the way families budget, save, plan for retirement, and file their taxes. As the year comes to an end and people prepare for the next tax season, personal finance basics have once again become a top priority for households, trying to stretch their income and build long-term stability. Rising living costs, higher interest rates, and economic uncertainty have made budgeting, saving, and smart planning more important than ever. While new government announcements are directly influencing how much money stays in people's pockets, one of the biggest developments affecting personal finance is the recent tax legislation passed in 2025, which made several individual tax provisions permanent and introduced new deductions aimed at working Americans. For many households, the biggest relief comes from the continuation of lower federal tax rates that were previously set to expire. Because these rates are now locked in, individuals and families can better predict their take-home pay and plan monthly budgets with more confidence. This stability is crucial for basic money management, especially for people who live paycheck to paycheck and need clarity about their after-tax income. Another important update is the increase in the standard deduction, which directly reduces taxable income for most Americans. Since the majority of taxpayers claim the standard deduction rather than itemizing, this change effectively lowers the amount of income subject to federal taxes. For personal finance planning, this means more disposable income that can be used for essential expenses, emergency savings, or debt repayment. Financial experts often emphasize that before investing, households should focus on building a basic emergency fund, and extra cash from lower taxes can make that goal more achievable. For hourly workers and service industry employees, recent policy changes around overtime pay and tips have a meaningful impact on everyday finances. Qualified overtime income and tips can now receive special tax treatment, allowing workers in hospitality, retail, and gig-based roles to keep more of what they earn. This change matters because these workers often face irregular income, making budgeting more difficult. With higher take-home pay, they can better manage monthly expenses, reduce reliance on credit cards, and start saving consistently. All core principles of personal finance basics. Homeowners and residents of high-tax states are also affected by changes to state and local tax deductions. The temporary increase in the deduction limit gives some taxpayers the opportunity to reduce their federal tax burden significantly. From a personal finance perspective, this can influence decisions such as buying a home, refinancing a mortgage, or allocating more money toward retirement accounts. Understanding how deductions work helps households avoid overpaying in taxes and redirect those funds toward long-term financial goals. Families with children are seeing continued support through the permanent expansion of the child tax credit. This policy helps offset rising costs related to childcare, education, and daily living expenses. For many parents, the credit plays a key role in balancing budgets and maintaining financial stability. When combined with smart spending habits, such as tracking expenses and avoiding unnecessary debt, these credits can make a noticeable difference in a family's financial health. Retirees and older Americans are also impacted by recent government announcements. Additional deductions for individuals aged 65 and older provide modest tax relief, helping fixed-income households manage rising costs for healthcare, housing, and utilities. At the same time, changes to retirement savings rules have increased contribution limits and adjusted requirements for withdrawals. These updates highlight the importance of understanding retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs, which are central to long-term personal finance planning. Missing required withdrawals or misunderstanding contribution rules can lead to penalties, so staying informed is critical. Healthcare costs remain one of the biggest financial stressors for Americans, and recent updates to health savings account rules have expanded eligibility for many households. HSAs are powerful tools in personal finance because they offer tax advantages while helping people prepare for medical expenses. Used wisely, they can also support retirement planning, since healthcare costs often increase with age. For households focused on personal finance basics, understanding how to use HSAs effectively can reduce financial risk and improve long-term security. At the same time, not all government updates bring relief. The announcement that wage garnishment for defaulted student loans will resume has major implications for millions of borrowers. For those affected, this means lower take-home pay and tighter monthly budgets. This development reinforces the importance of proactive debt management, one of the key pillars of personal finance. Keeping track of loans, understanding repayment options, and communicating with lenders can help reduce financial strain and prevent sudden disruptions to income. Despite policy changes and tax benefits, many Americans continue to struggle with high inflation, rising rents, and increased everyday expenses. This reality makes personal finance fundamentals more important than ever. Budgeting remains the foundation of financial health. Knowing how much money comes in, where it goes, and how to prioritize needs over wants. Building an emergency fund, even slowly, provides a buffer against unexpected expenses like medical bills or car repairs. Paying down high-interest debt, especially credit cards, can free up cash flow and reduce financial stress. Another important aspect of personal finance is adjusting tax withholding and savings contributions based on current laws. Some households may receive larger tax refunds due to expanded deductions and credits, but financial advisors often point out that a large refund simply means too much was withheld during the year. Adjusting withholding allows individuals to keep more money in their paychecks, improving cash flow and making it easier to manage monthly expenses. This small change can have a big impact on everyday financial comfort. Looking ahead, Americans are encouraged to review their financial plans regularly and adapt to changing policies and economic conditions. Personal finance is not a one-time task. It's an ongoing process that evolves with income changes, family needs, and government regulations. Understanding how current policies affect taxes, savings, and retirement can help individuals make smarter decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Ultimately, the latest government announcements reinforce a simple message for the U.S. audience. Mastering personal finance basics is more important than ever. While policy changes can provide support and opportunities, long-term financial stability depends on consistent habits, budgeting wisely, saving regularly, managing debt responsibly, and planning for the future. By staying informed and proactive, Americans can navigate uncertainty with confidence and build a stronger financial foundation for themselves and their families.